Hey team, Emily Fennell here, Diamond Ambassador. I wanted to talk to you guys a little bit about Zoom calls. We love Zoom calls. Zoom calls can be a game changer for potentials, for new ambassadors, for building belief. They are a great way to communicate because you get that face-to-face contact and you're able to really get to hear people's hearts and see their expressions, and it can really change the way that you do your business. But there are a few tips that I have that will change the way that you do Zoom calls. Number one, when you are doing a Zoom call with your team, as in maybe a leadership role, or you're doing a training, or maybe like a VIP event or some sort of event, I cannot tell you how important it is to prepare for that. A lot of us just think, well, I already know what I'm going to say. I mean, I do that all the time. I'm like, oh, I know what I want to say. The problem is when we get on there, we get too long-winded. So it is really good to have what you're going to say prepared. What I do a lot of times is I will type it up. So when I'm looking at the camera, when I'm doing my Zoom call, I can also look down and make sure on my notes on my screen that I'm saying what I wanted to say, that I'm going through and saying everything. So I kind of have bullet points. But preparing, practicing before a Zoom, I know it sounds lame, but you guys, it can change the way that the Zoom sounds. It's more concise and more professional sounding, and you're getting your point across without being too wordy. So that is tip number one. Another thing, a lot of people don't realize that when they are recording it, or even just the speaker who's speaking, they will be looking at the faces of the people they're speaking to for reactions. It is so important that you guys smile while you're listening. When you are listening to one of your teammates talk, be engaged in what they're saying. Nod if you agree. Smile. It really does make you feel better when you're the speaker, when you're looking at your friends and they are engaged in what you're saying and smiling. Also, when that big screen is up of just the speaker, you see those little four people. You don't know if you're one of those people on the side that is in the recording. So looking engaged and smiling is another tip that I have. Okay, now let's talk about Zoom calls really for potentials. First of all, the thought of a Zoom call is scary if you are not a Plexus ambassador. I want you to know that. I know you know it, but I want you to hear it, because when you have your potentials, just when you say something like, hey, hop on a Zoom and we'll talk to my upline, or you can hear about the, this whole Plexus thing, they are like, what on earth? I don't want to do a Zoom. Like, that just sounds terrifying. A video of me. I mean, so it is so important that you walk them through what a Zoom is before the Zoom. So you can just say, hey, my team is doing this amazing little event tomorrow night. I really want you there, but can we talk this afternoon so I can show you how it works, the way that we do our meetings? Just get on a Zoom with them, get on the phone with them, set up a Zoom and have them Zoom in with you. So it takes that fear out. They see that you can show them the button to hide their face. You can show them the button to mute. You can kind of teach them the basics, and that way they are, first of all, more likely to hop on the Zoom that night. And second of all, they're going to know what they're doing when they get on, and they're not going to be scared and, make it uncomfortable for anyone. So those are my little tips. I hope that helps, and I'm excited for you guys to do Zooms and see how it changes your business.